I give you that as well. There's smile on your face, Uncle. It's like there's something on your mind.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
There is. You want to know?
I
Answer that question carefully.
Let me read this one first.
Okay.
I'll use that time to think about it. Okay, we're here to give us food for thought. Food for thought is brought to you by Rovman Productions in partnership with Joy FM and National Theatre. Rovman Production is presenting a brand new Ebo White's play titled, let's do it together, Dora! Why? At the National Theatre on 6th, 7th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd of April 2019 at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets are available at our usual outlets. You may also want to buy your tickets through Rovman Productions, mobile money platforms on MTN, Vodafone, and Airtel Tigo. Details are on the website rovmanproductions.com and its other social media platforms. Rovman Productions, be the difference. It's also brought to you by DCB Bank, your bank for life. And the play is Dora.
Dora.
Why?
Why?
I say this advisedly, but my natural curiosity is getting the better of me.
Yeah, I know.
What's on your mind,
I'll let you know. No, today you've been incredible. So I will not go at you on off air. But one of the things that's made me excited is something you read right now. And sometimes, as a wordsmith myself, I love it when people string words together beautifully. And one of the copy that you read for Vodafone, I love just this paragraph and the way it was, the words were put together. It is not loading, it is loaded.
It's loaded.
It is not downloading, it is downloaded. It is not sending, it's sent. It's not buffering, it's streaming. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
And words that,
I must say.
It's poetry.
Really, it is.
And I get excited by things like that.
A couple of nights ago, I was at the book launch I was at Anis Haffer's book launch, Education Matters, and the Education Matters Foundation. The book is Strategies for Effective Teaching and Learning, but Nana Sase, who is a poet, was there.
Okay, yes.
Oh my goodness.
In a world of his own. In a class of his own.
A communion wine from a calabash.
That's right. That's right. No, he's incredible.
He was another. He's
incredible.
Good morning, Nana Sase, wherever you are. We should have him in studio one of these days to share with us.
You will love him. You'll love to have him. And I'm looking at your shirt, the color.
Okay,
hey,
I thought you said
Dan.
that. I thought you had spared me today.
Hey, Dan. Oh, when you play the Angelina. And you were saying to all the Angelinas out there, I thought you were going to say to all the Angelinas I have loved.
Oh, the love of God is very widely encompassing.
When you have the love of God, I'm talking about.
Clever, what's today's message?
Well, Dan, I was hosted by Urban Rose at Koforidua, and I like to say thank you to Abbas, the chief director of Urban Rose. Wonderful man, a gentleman of gentlemen. And then I made two friends there, James Amwa Godfrey and then Yao Tunubwa Kodria. Good morning to all of you and to the whole entire Urban Rose team.
I used to work there.
Did you?
Yeah, I worked at the Department of Urban Roads in Takrady.
Really?
And our engineer was Vic Mensa.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
In my former life.
I like the dynamism of the team. I like the chemistry among them. When I left there, I was saying to myself, my goodness, these guys know how to work together, and it's wonderful.
I'll tell you one thing. One of the most complex things to do is to plan road networks in already settled areas.
That's right. Okay.
Where people are built into the roads, where we have flooding we have to take care of, where we have to size the drains.
Yeah.
The minds at work. I want to say a special good morning to John Owusudia. The minds at work. When we are on the field and we are planning for a problem we never knew we would encounter.
Right. That's right.
And it's just great. But anyway.
No, I think they are unsung. The guys at Urban Rose are unsung heroes in Ghana. And Abbas, keep up the good work. And today, I begin a series I call Dora, Why? The radio version. Dora, Why? Is the title of my next production at the National Theatre on April 6 and 7, and would also run from Holy Saturday to Easter Monday, that is April 20 to 22nd. Now, a play is always a snapshot of a bigger story. A play tells a complete story, but there is always a backstory that is known only to the playwright and, to some extent, the cast. And in Dora Y, the radio version, I'm going to bring you the backstory to the play. I hope you enjoy every bit of it. Now, here is episode 1 of Dora Y. Jude Carter wakes up with a start. He is drenched in sweat and his heart is beating wildly. He looks at the time, 3:15 a.m. The nightmare that has been haunting him for over 20 years is returning. He gets up, puts on his workout gear, and goes straight into his state-of-the-art personal gym and starts working out furiously in the hope of shutting the disturbing images from the nightmare from his mind. But it does not work. He looks at the time again, 4:30. He has been working out for over 1 hour, but the images are still on his mind. He puts on a hoodie, picks his ID, and opens his door. The cold wind hits him so hard in the face that his eyes water. He sets the timer on his watch to 0 and takes off jogging. Jude is a 31-year-old African-American. He joined the U.S. Marine Corps at 19 and has done 2 tours in Iraq, and has also seen action in Afghanistan, where he played a role in the capture of Osama bin Laden. He earned a Medal of Honor in Iraq when he was able to rescue some American journalists trapped under fire in a hotel. Members of his unit will tell you that Jude Carter does not know what fear is and seems to live a charmed life. Death, they will tell you, seems to be afraid of him as he has survived situations that others do not survive. Then his parents, retired Marine Major and Mrs. Carter, die in a motor accident, and Jude has to be honorably discharged from the service. He returns to Florida to take over his father's private security business. Over the last 5 years, Jude has grown the business into a multi-million-dollar business with operations on 3 continents. Jude returns from his 25-kilometer jog with his mind clear about what his next move has to be. He will return to Ghana, the country where he had been born. Jude's father was a security consultant to the Ghana government, and the family had lived in Ghana for 6 years. So Ghana has a special appeal for him. He decides that it is time to set up a branch of his business in Ghana. He is also convinced that Ghana is where the nightmare that has been tormenting him most of his life will cease. Jude has not been to Ghana in 25 years. He has lost contact with everyone from his childhood in Ghana, but there is one particular family he is eager to reconnect with, especially since they may hold the key to ending his nightmare. Jude puts his plans to travel to Ghana into action immediately. He goes on the net to research everything about Ghana. He speaks with his contacts at the State Department, who put him in touch with contacts at the American Embassy in Accra. He also makes contact with officials of the Ghanaian Embassy in Washington and finds them very helpful, especially when they find that he intends to invest millions in the private security sector in Ghana. A year later, Jude is on a flight to Ghana. When the plane touches down at the Kotoka International Airport, he hears the air hostess say, "Welcome to Ghana, Akwaba." Jude smiles to himself and says, if anyone knew his real intentions for coming to Ghana, no one would say welcome to Ghana to him. Being an American war hero has its benefits. An official of the embassy is at the airport to pick him and drive him to his hotel. He has kept the embassy updated of his travel plans all the way, and within an hour of his arrival in Accra, he is safely in his hotel. He does not sleep a wink that night, but the next morning he leaves his hotel at 8. There's a lot he needs to accomplish in the short time he will be in Ghana. At the offices of Sowa and Mensah law firm, Jude walks briskly to the reception. "Hi, my name is Jude Carter," he says. "I'm here to see Miss Audrey Sowa." The receptionist says, "Sir, do you have an appointment?" "No," he says. The receptionist says, "I'm afraid Miss Sowa is not available this morning, but her other her other partners are available. Please let me direct you to one of them. That will not do, Jude says. I will see Miss Sowa or I take my business elsewhere. Here's my card. You can Google my company right now. Please go and wait in that room. The receptionist directs Jude to a well-appointed waiting room. It is obvious that the law firm is doing very well. In her office, Audrey is surrounded by a number of open law books and law reports, and she is typing furiously on her laptop. Her intercom rings. She is irritated. She picks the receiver and says, I said I was not to be disturbed. Her receptionist says, I'm sorry, madam, but there is an American here to see you. Audrey says, look, let him see one of the other lawyers. Madam, the receptionist says, he says he will see only you or he will take his business elsewhere. Let him, Audrey says. She hates being put under pressure. The receptionist says, madam, please see him, if even for 1 minute. All right, says Audrey. Let him come in. A moment later, her door opens and her receptionist shows a tall, handsome man in. Audrey quickly estimates that he should be about her age, in the mid-30s. Good morning, my name is Audrey Sowa. What can I do for you? She says. The handsome American says, I am Jude Carter. I understand you are in a big hurry, so let me cut to the chase. Here's my card. You can Google me and my company for yourself. I am expanding my business to Ghana and I need a good lawyer on retainer. Your name came highly recommended. When you return from your court, call me and we shall link up and talk. Enjoy the day. And he leaves before Audrey can tell him that he has come to the wrong person. Audrey shrugs and returns to her work. But there is something about the American she cannot take out of her mind. Outside the law firm, Jude orders his driver for the day to take him to the American embassy. The ambassador has invited him for coffee. And as the car joins the traffic, Jude, for the first time, questions what he's planning to do to that beautiful lawyer he has just encountered. Damn it, he says under his breath. Someone should have told me that the target is that beautiful. Well, I'll leave the story here. God willing, next Monday, I will bring you episode 2 of Dora Why, the radio version. Until then, stay blessed.
Whilst you were speaking, I was just wondering, at that point when Carter had to wait for Audrey, and,
yes.
and I'm wondering the kind of tone he'll be using. I gotta see her now.
Yeah, you got to see her now.
I can't wait to hear how he speaks when we see the on stage.
The real it's fantastic.
The
play itself is going to blow everybody's mind. So if you haven't bought your ticket, well, this is the time. Make the thing. But I will continue to bring you the backstory. That will let you see what a big story this is. It's why it is the play we are beginning the year with.
It's shaping up. I like the way it's shaping up. I like it.
You're going to go on a ride. It's going to be a ride of your lifetime.
Wow. Thank you very much, Uncle. Always a blessing to have you.
You're welcome. And we'll still get to know about the Angelinas.
Okay, we now have to take
and
this
God
break.
will help you.
We have to take this break. Uncle Hides with Food for Thoughts joining us this morning. We'll take these important messages.